Not sure why they didn't update there. There we go. Well, hello, guys. Just waiting to see if anyone would show up in here, and that's one person right there. Hello, one person. Let me get up for a second. I'm still here, guys. If you're seeing the blue wall back there, I am still here. Just grabbing something here. I come back around and there's a couple more people. All right. Hey, hello. How are you? Welcome. It's 9 o'clock. The show starts at 9 o'clock, but I am going to give it 1 minute to sit up here and see if we can grab a little audience going on here. So Adam, you just put a link in here about NASA? Really? I'm assuming that Adam is not really part of the audience per se. Yeah. So let me go ahead and say good evening from my computer. Good evening, guys. Good evening. All right, so it's 9:01. You know what that means? It's 9 o'clock, so that means it's time for the Sofa Real Talk. I am your host of this live feed, Mr. Laron Williams. And for some of you guys that know me personally, it's Laren, so don't get it confused. I am still that person. There's just 2 different pronunciations of the name. I was sitting up here. I would normally get on a couple of minutes more earlier, but I was looking at my topic. I had my topic down, and you guys see my poster, and I've also put the topic in the beginning of the thing so that you guys can see it. It is, what do you love about me? The topic of this show tonight. And hello, guys. Thank you for coming into the sofa. Sit on down here up in the audience and let's sit up here and have this relationship discussion. And I was thinking hard. My mind. I just seen a video of this couple dancing their butt off, and the caption was "best friend." And guys, if y'all hear my child in the background, he's playing a video game, and he's 12, and they act like they about to have seizures on these darn games, or go just off the wall about getting shot and all this stuff. Well, anyway, that's him in the background hollering. It's not me having someone in the room, in the other room in there beating them or anything like that. So he's fine. So, but yeah, I saw the video and it kind of touched me in a sense. The way that they were dancing, the way that they were on top of each other, as in, close together. And you saw, if there was any tension, like they were mad before they got there, all of that left before they hit that dance floor. And relationships are supposed to be like that. When you have that tension, you're gonna have that tension in and out regardless. People start off that first year and they're like, oh, we having fuss, we having fought, oh, this relationship is gonna be wonderful. Gosh, I love this relationship. Oh my God, this is like the best relationship in the world. And after you hit that 1 year point, better yet, after you get married, after you've been together for that 1 year point, and you have that big argument, and it's like, oh my God, I don't know you. Who is this person? Why didn't you tell me you were this person beforehand? Really? Like, that shouldn't just be the end of the relationship, because now You've probably met their pissy off part of them, and so it's like, I don't know if I can deal with this person. I don't know if I can live with this person, but you love everything else. But it's just this one point right here. Now, if they like pissy drunk and they're going off and they're doing some like off the wall type stuff, then I can understand where you're coming from. But there's not going to be a relationship where you're not going to have tension. And I guess that feeds a little bit into what I'm talking about. What do you love about me? The bullet points I wanted to talk about today, if you guys don't mind helping discuss, wait before asking your partner, what do you love about me? Ask yourself the same question. What do you love about yourself? That is the biggest question. What do you love about yourself? Before you go and ask that partner, hey, what do you love about me, right? The second bullet point, can you live with their answer when they tell you? We'll get into that. Last but not least, confidence in oneself brings out a lot of lovable qualities. You know, having that confidence in yourself can bring out those qualities that someone can love, right? So, wait before asking your partner, what do you love about me? And you don't even know what you love about yourself. So, you know, you're looking in the mirror, you hate your face, you hate your body shape, you hate your life, but then you got a partner that says that they love you, and then you ask, what do you love about me? Can you tell me? You know, sometimes I don't know if it's anybody that's watching, but you can sit and possibly might be looking for them to tell you what they love about you, so that you might want to love yourself in that aspect or focus on that. And hey, that can go into the second bullet point. Can you live with their answer? They might love your face, which you don't like, because you might have a pimple here, or your eyebrow. One eyebrow is going straight and the other one is like this. They might love that about you, and you can't stand it. And you go on and you cut it off just to redraw some more like this. And ladies, don't sit up and say you don't do it. Or like men, you know, men might do the same thing. Like me wearing my goatee. I've dated someone that liked my goatee that probably wouldn't have liked this, but with me having to wear this, you know, they wouldn't have liked it. But the fact that they love me, that shouldn't be something that stops them from wanting to stay in a relationship. But who knows? Because people do that. And for people that are coming in, hello guys, how you doing today? For those that I can't see, I do apologize, and hello to you as well. So ask yourself the same question. What do you love about yourself? Me, I'm a leg person. Even on my partner, my legs are my sexy points, I feel. But, and with me being allergic to mosquitoes and having mosquito bites and then scratching them, I look like a chocolate chip person. But, you know, ask yourself, even go in the mirror. Heck, when you get out the shower, not only look at your body. Hi, Ms. Washington. You know, not only looking at your body, look at yourself inside as well. Look at all your qualities. You know, you might be a great cook. You know, you might be a good listener. So you also gotta tone in on these things and not only make those better, but going back into that second bullet point, Can you live with their answer? What if they sit and tell you they like something that you're not used to someone focusing to? Do you run from that? Do you leave it alone? No. You start focusing on that as well, and especially that because you want to keep your partner. Don't let your they like the way your legs shape. Don't sit up here and don't work on some calf raises, tone them up a little bit more. You might not be able to get to the gym. Ain't nothing wrong with getting up on your calves and pushing your calves up. Do a little squats or something if they like the way your butt shape. Don't be like myself and just start stuffing down bread rolls here and there, and then you get the little cottage cheese all up in your leg because you don't let yourself go and stuff, and then wondering why your man and your woman don't sit up here and like, I love you, but got that butt, which it ain't fair. Still, love is love. You go up and down, right? So anybody that's watching right now, which I don't see is that many on my end, have you asked yourself that same question? What do you love about yourself? I can let me give myself a thumbs up. I've asked that. Were you trying to say doughboy and said Bo, Miss Mason? Don't be sitting up here laughing at me. But yeah, so I sit up here, I'm gonna throw some thumbs up because it took me a minute. It took me a minute to go and say, hey, what do I like about myself? I hated a lot of things. And when you sit and you hate something about yourself, how is another person on the outside looking in? How are they going to proceed? How are you going to be proceeded to, it might not be the right word, your outlook, how is that going to be presented to that person? If you sit up here, I can't stand this about myself. I can't stand this. I can't stand the way I walk. I can't stand the way I talk. I can't stand the way I look. You ain't gonna get nobody looking at you. You might for a little bit, but then, once they sit and get a taste of the hatred you got towards yourself, why am I gonna love you? You don't even like you. That's what you get picking, misspelling the word. But yeah, so how you gonna sit and want someone to love you a certain way, or want to love you, and you can't love yourself that same way? Guys, that doesn't work out good. It doesn't work out at all, to be honest with you. Take it from a couple of me being in a couple of relationships where my confidence level was like this, and the other person could see it, and I think they kind of fed off of that and was like, hell, I think it isn't an excuse, but I think that gives even room for someone to cheat as well. Cause now they're like, hell, he don't care, so why should I care? And then another person comes out of the blue and gives them something, even if it's just a crumb, and so they pick up off of it. Not saying that the relationship is not going to stay together after you figure out that you did this wrong or whatever, and they done figured out they done did this wrong or whatever. But it's just saying, it starts within, which puts us in the third bullet point. Confidence in oneself brings out a lot of lovable qualities. So before I was able to be on the stage that I am on now, it took me to grow a lot. I had to grow a lot. I had to go through a lot. I was put through a lot. Some of it was I put myself through it by making crazy and childish and repeated decisions that shouldn't have been made. And so, but I can say I got one thing off of it, that it did something to my confidence. Every stump that I hit, every bump that I ran over, every tree limb that went across, hit me across the forehead. Some of those bumps happen repeatedly. It surely is, Miss Mason. It's just very sexy, very sexy, very sexy as well. And I'm realizing that, because every once in a while I can see myself. I look at myself and I'm like, dang, you sexy. but I see it on a lot of other people as well. I can see how I can tell, and those things, that confident level, regardless of where it's at, that makes somebody sexy and draws you to that person. And then, that's when that year point comes out and you realize, I don't like that though. But you be in love with the confident part, and then now you gotta find out. And that's when you sit down and you talk to your partner and be like, hey, that being able to talk to your partner comes into play. And I don't like the way you pass gas at night. And you put me up under the cover, or you pull the covers. I don't like that. I don't like the way I don't like the snoring. I don't like the way you drive. I don't like your cooking. You should let me cook. But that's neither here or there. But going back to the bullet points, that confidence is such an awesome thing to see in someone. To see that they believe in themselves, regardless of what's coming to them, regardless of how hard it is. The fact that they believe in themselves is like, I can get on that. Dang, my baby just got knocked down hard, but she got back up. And she asked for my help a little bit, but she's still trying to do it on her own and whatnot and all this. And I'm her partner, and then I should want to help if I can and when I can. And see, that's what we don't. We get lost in. We get so lost in how. I'm trying to see if I can say this right. Wanting this other person to feel a certain way about you, when you can't feel that certain way about yourself. Hits that second one again. Can you live with that answer? Can you live with someone telling them exactly what they love about you when you don't like that about yourself? You can't stand it about yourself, let alone love. Heck, you despise, you hate. But that's what they adore about you. What if they sat up here and said that's the reason why they started talking to you in the first place? You can't stand your gout. It is some men and it is some women out there that love their partners with gout. So you want to go, you can't stand it. You go get your teeth fixed. You come back home. You don't say nothing because you know your man like your gout. And your teeth done. He turned around and he's like, what the heck? What happened? Oh, what you mean? What's wrong with your teeth? When you left home, you had a gout. Now they sitting up here, they breathe stuff like that. They done came together. What's up with that? Oh, you don't like it? Okay, look, all right, and all that, but baby, I love your gout. And I've told you that repeatedly. That's so sexy to me. So what would you say if your man just all of a sudden start backing up, start acting different towards you, which you'll be surprised that happens because you've changed something. And people get that, well, it's my body, I can do with it whatever I want to do with it. But then you also got to understand, especially if it's like some years y'all been together and this is what this person is used to, and you're not informing this person of that. You know, when you marriage wise, I ain't talking about girlfriend and boyfriend. Good evening, guys that are coming in that are watching. I'm not talking about girlfriend and boyfriend because I think it's like just up in the air with that situation. But when you marry, you know, those are the type of things, body, you know, fixing your body up is something that you should sit and you talk about. So you got those things where I love that about you. Okay, but you know, it was messing with my confidence. I couldn't go out and I'm a CEO and I couldn't talk to my employees because my gout was, I just felt self-conscious about my gout. I felt like they were looking at me. And you should understand. So with me throwing that out there, and hair too, and again, hair too. So that's what I was gonna say. Throwing that out there, a situation like that, I want to see if anyone has an opinion about that. If, let's say, let's go to the hair, Miss Mason. Since you pop out the hair like that, and hair for a woman. Men have so many different things about hair. I like natural. I'm saying I like natural or I like short. So it just really depends. Me personally, I like natural. I like natural hair, but there's nothing wrong with a woman changing her hair up, getting weave done here and there, braids done here and there, or, you know, or cutting it short. I love long, but cutting it short is fine if it looks good. Because that's not something that will piss me off and be like, baby, I gotta break up with you type situation. Now you gonna mess up them beautiful legs and stuff and outside a freak accident. Now if you purposely go cut your legs off, then we might have to break up or something like that. But nah. So anybody got an opinion about that hair situation? If a man says that I like short hair, now let me change that. If I like long hair and they cut it and the man just get mad and he just said something. You know what? Anybody been in a situation like that or whatever? I don't even know if I can explain that right. Hey, April. Don't be too loud. No. So that happens though, for real, guys. Why should a woman? All right, hold on. You say, why should a woman worry about what men like physically? And it's not to a point of worrying about it. I don't think it's that worrying about it. Because I guess you can say that on two standpoints. Why should you worry about what someone like physically? That's a good question because you're gonna want, if you like men, if you're attracted to men, you're gonna wonder what what your man likes, in the sense that in a woman, what I mean, what a man, and a man, what a woman likes. And when you're in that relationship, where, going back to the teeth and the hair and what I was saying, even the way that you're thinking, because you're gonna change, you're gonna want different hairdos. Yeah, you're gonna might want, heck, even if it's just a boob job, you might want to get bigger boobies. Oh, hello, Brenda. That's fine. You might want bigger boobies, and that man might just like your boobs smaller than what it is. And so, if you're married, and what I was saying, if you're married, me personally, and it's just my opinion, don't shoot me. It should be something that you would want to sit down and possibly talk about, because it could just be, whether it's a man or a woman, it could be an issue with self in some type of way. But it is not that you worry about what, like, all men. Because if you're wanting somebody, regardless if you're a man or a woman, if you're wanting somebody, you're going to want to know what that opposite to you is looking for. But still, it goes right back to what I was stating on the first bullet point. Ask yourself the same question. Go back to yourself. What do you love about yourself? Because that's where it starts from. And once you start loving yourself, that's going to just amplify towards other people, and probably like-minded people that love what you're loving about yourself. They're going to catch wind of that. Because the folks that don't like that, they're going to sit and, oh, heck no, I don't like that person there. Oh, I don't care about it. And, you got some idiotic folks that just want to run people over regardless of who they are. But I don't know if I hit it or anything, Brenda, what you were saying. But when you have MS, my challenge is harder because I never know how my day may be. And you're right. When it comes down to an illness, when you're having an illness, your day fluctuates. And in that standpoint, Brenda, I wasn't meaning in that. When it comes down to an illness, that's something totally different. That's a total different beast when it comes down to that. And the topic was just mainly focusing on outside of you really having that part of what's going on with you, because that's something when you're definitely in a relationship, a serious relationship, a marriage, and that comes with that sickness and health, then when that change comes up, that shouldn't be a reason for someone to say, oh, well, I don't want to be with you. It happens. But it shouldn't be a reason for someone to say, I don't want to be with you. I didn't cause this on myself. Unless I actually went into the fire, I actually went into the room and said, sticking myself with all these chemicals and stuff, and then I came out with this type of illness, or now I'm burnt or whatever because I just was doing something crazy, then, oh, hey, you say you don't want to be with me? You don't want to be with me. I understand, because I was crazy and I went and did something. But for anyone to come down with any type of illness out of the blue, and someone say that, oh, well, those qualities that I loved about you are gone because you're sick, then that's shame on that person. Because something that I've been preaching in my MS feeds, where recreating yourself, not only your spouse, your life partner should recreate what they love about you. And again, that confidence. Because if you have someone that's dealing with cancer, an incurable disease, and they have that heightened confidence in themselves that I'm going to beat this, I'm going to fight this, that should be sexy in itself. That should be more of a reason for you to sit up here and say, oh, I love you even more. I'm going to sit up here and I'll fight that with you. And that's with anybody with bipolar, schizophrenia, any type of mental illness, body illness. It doesn't matter. But the world doesn't think in that way, because we run so much from stuff like that. And we run from ourselves. So it was like a trick title. What do you love about me? It's really about what you love about yourself. When you sit and that confidence amplifies off of you, off of your being, that energy just surges off of you and goes to whomever is next to you, whomever is in the room with you, whomever is on the other side of the screen, sees that confidence in you, and they see how you believe in yourself. Other things are going to come about what they love about you. Hey, they might just love your little pinky toe. Pinky toe might be the cutest thing in the world. Girl, don't you do none of that pinky toe. You know how you stump your foot when you go around your bed, or you go out your dresser, or you go out the door, and that pinky toe get wrapped around the little door face, and y'all don't act like y'all don't know about that. I ain't the only one. I should be seeing some laughing and some thumbs up, because I know I ain't the only one that sit up here and be walking around in the house, and sometimes at night that pinky toe get wrapped around stuff and it be seen like you don't broke it. That person might get mad that you sit up there breaking their pretty pinky toe. That's alright. I know y'all. I know some of y'all out there. I know. I ain't the only one. Don't make me feel like that, but that's okay. But I don't know if anybody's on that's watching right now that would like to come up and be a little guest and possibly talk about how they feel about how their confidence level is right now, how they loving themselves, and how if they were to go talk to somebody, if they ain't talking to nobody now, even if they talking to someone, what would they say to them about what they love about them due to them loving themselves? Pop up in the comment and say you want to talk, or actually request to come up. Whichever may come first, and if not, I'll go ahead and continue to run my little mouth here. I'm just saying, Jalissa, you should. I don't care whoever watched this or whoever on sitting up here acting like they ain't never hit that darn pinky toe. Whatever. But so you got to really focus on self. You want somebody to tell you something that they love about you. You know what? That even goes down to a friend. That can even stem to a friend. A friend, you ask a best friend, one of your best friends, hey, what you love about me? I want to say 7 times out of 10, they're going to say something that you possibly love about yourself, or you cherish about yourself, or you pride yourself on doing. Oh, you're a great listener. You know what? Yeah, I love listening. You my ride or die. I love being ride or die. You know what I'm saying? I love ride or dying. For those guys that are coming in a little bit on the late side, how you doing? We're talking about what do you love about me? What would someone say? And And our bullet points that we were working on was wait before you ask your partner that and ask yourself the same question. So wait to ask your partner that and ask yourself the same question. Can you live with the answer that the person gives you? Then, last but not least, confidence in oneself brings out a lot of lovable qualities. So, it didn't seem like no one wanted to come up. I'm just going to run them off just a little bit more about how working on oneself can change the relationship, especially if it's going bad. Because it's not always the partner's issue, the reason for you having a problem in a relationship. You know, we have a knack on saying, oh, it's their fault. So why we ain't doing good? Why our relationship messed up? It's you. Who say that you ain't doing nothing wrong? You could be. You could be adding on to it. Work on oneself. Find out if is there anything that you can be doing. Hell, matter of fact, ask your partner, what can I do to make this different? And it ain't nothing you can do if you got one of them partners that sit up and say, it ain't you, it's me. One of those favorite sayings, it ain't you, it's me. When they sit and say, it ain't you, it's me, then you better believe it's them, it's something going on that they can't get over. And something going on that they can't tell you that's going on with them. And now that you got to figure out what you going to do. I've been in that situation for a lot of times. Yeah, hopefully your partner wants the same thing, but that ain't the case in many situations. But all right, so I'm gonna ask one more time before I start to exit out of here, guys. Anybody have a story they would like to share on how your qualities just amplify off of you? Your confidence is extremely high that allows someone to love something about you. Because you do know if you don't like yourself, then how somebody else is going to like something on you. They might. Let me take that back. They might. They might. And they can, which might change you. That person might come and swoop in and tell you that, man, you know what? That's something about you I like. I can't put my hand on it. I can't put my finger on it. And they might be with you long enough to where you realize that, hey, and it could just be that partner you need to change your outlook on yourself. And in that point, so, I just self-corrected myself. That's awesome. So when you look at it in that way, there's nothing wrong with it is per se, because you need to have some type of confidence with yourself. But having someone come in and swoop in and show you that you're better than you felt about yourself, them coming in and finding something that they do love about you, for you to realize that there is something about me that someone loves. And when that happens, you grab, and yes, I did repeat, you grab hold to it and you grow it. It's hard, but there's nothing like someone believing in you, but Even when they start believing in you, you still have to believe in yourself. That's it. That believing in yourself part is where it's going to be hard. That's called making you better for the next somebody. I forgot we talked about something like that. I'm good at I'm good at making others better for somebody. That's been kind of almost a track record out of a lot of my relationships. But forget seen it happen. I've done it. Go on admit. Go on admit. You've done it. So I believe a lot of us have done it. But all right, guys. If you're watching this lovely show on YouTube, there's that subscribe button here. And that let me move over some. That previous episode right here. If you're watching this on Facebook, guys, every Sunday there's going to be some type of topic. I normally post it in the beginning of the day or the day before. If you think the topic is something that you would love to talk about, please watch the show and feel free to sit and be a guest. Okay, before I leave, Miss Roxanne says, "Yep, my ex-husband, I practice on. I've been with my guy for 10 years. Thanks, sir." That was funny. You practice on your wow. But yeah, so guys, confidence in yourself can change a lot when it comes down to relationships. You watching me from the Chicago beach? Really? That's not fair. You would sit and put that on the show. You watching from the Chicago beach. And I would love to go to the beach. I can't do it. Right now I'm allergic to the sun. My treatment ain't kicked in good enough for me, I guess. I don't know. But guys, same time, same back channel, same blue cave. I might have should have said blue channel. Whatever. I'm gonna start going out and doing this in a place that it ain't gonna heat. Maybe like I did on one of my shows. But see you guys later next Sunday. Toodaloo!